Hello, what is going on, guys? It's Abzu and welcome back to another video. Now today we are doing something a bit different. We are playing a game called Abzu. Abzu came out at around maybe a month or two ago, and I only just bought it yesterday. I completed the game and it's actually a very short game, and it goes for like maybe 2 to 3 hours. I can't remember, I wasn't really counting my time. And yeah, I thought, why not play a bit of it on camera, since I did play it by myself the first time because I heard to really embrace the environment and all that shit, you need to play it by yourself to really appreciate it. But I thought, let's dive right into it. Now the only problem with this game that I've encountered, I don't know how to get rid of it, is that there are these lines that pop up. And it's really weird. You can probably see them now, and I've tried everything, and I don't know don't know how to get rid of them. But you eventually get used to it. Like, I completely stopped noticing it. Even the first time I played through it. But this is a completely uncut video, and I highly suggest you watch through it, since this game is fucking magnificent. Like, easily one of my favorite games recently. Just because the music and the graphics, I mean, the graphics is nothing to rave about, but it's still pretty damn good. But the music is really where it hits hard for me. Friggin' love it. And there's no real story to it. It's made by the same people who made Journey, and it's all about the journey, not about like anything else. And it's a really, really nice game. Yeah, so we're playing this character who, actually no, I don't really want to spoil it, because I don't know whether I want to continue this series or not, because if you guys like it then I will. But fucking look at these graphics, man, they're freaking insane. Like, so damn good. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, everything about it, man. It's about 20 bucks on Steam. Don't know how much it is on the oh, it's got a fish here. Yep, I know this already. Wow, that was trippy. So yeah, it's about 20 bucks on Steam. Don't know how much it is on PlayStation, since it's only on those two platforms. But oh, it's just this game, man. It's something. I mean, if you have like 20 bucks to spare on your Steam and you got really nothing else to buy with it, then I'd highly suggest to buy this game. I mean, just listening to the music of me talking over it, it's insane. But yeah. And I am playing it with an Xbox One controller. If you play it on keyboard, don't try it. Just don't even try it. So this guy's scanning me, and then he eventually gets rid of the coral, which we'll see in like 2 seconds here. So, oh well, that was weird. Now the first time I actually played this game, it was I used to think that the character we were playing as was actually a girl, but this isn't the case. Oh, the shark! Believe it or not, this isn't spoiling anything, by the way. The shark is actually a really big part to the story, if there is like a story to it. So yeah, like I'm not really one to really appreciate. Oh no, not appreciate's the very wrong term. I'm not one for the ocean. Like, it's not my favorite place in the world, just because I think it's just scary, man, to see like heaps of creatures down in the ocean. But I'm all for it. I don't think it should be polluted by any means, actually. I think it's really stupid, but I just find the ocean kind of creepy, if you know what I mean. But yeah. So here is basically actually, before I say that, this effect called what you're seeing right now, as if I'm like in the air, is basically like the oxygen levels being so high that it looks like you're actually like flying. It's so sick. It's mainly found in like caves. I don't know whereabouts on the Earth, but it's amazing. But this section here, or this like sort of place, it's like the meeting point at the very end of like each quote-unquote level, which I think is really cool. And then the rise, and then the water rises here, and this is where you're supposed to go next. And then like you encounter a new animal, sea creature. So we encounter the manta rays, and there's like squid and sharks, and yeah, there's actually a surprising amount of sea life. There's even there's an ichthyosaur, which is actually a marine reptile that was around in the Jurassic period of the dinosaurs, which I didn't know about until I like actually looked through the info of the game, which I thought was really cool. Plus another one. So yeah, that's kind of cool, but I'll stop rambling on about that. But this is like basically the backstory of what you need to find. It's like this ancient civilization that used to like inhabit the ocean. Yeah, which is really cool. The whole atmosphere of this game is friggin' amazing, though. I'll give them that. And what you saw there, jellyfish, they've been around for like 300 million years, 250 million years. It's actually insane. For creatures who don't have a brain... Oh, hello, shark. For creatures that don't have a brain, a mouth, ears, eyes, or not what we call a brain or whatnot, I think at least, they're pretty successful creatures, which is pretty cool. Same with sharks. Sharks have been around for like actually ages. And scorpions. Scorpions have been around for God knows how long. Whales, not so much actually. Whales are still a relatively new species on the planet. Like, even though they've been around since like maybe a couple thousand years before humans actually like evolved, they're still like, humans aren't like a very old sort of species. But I should really stop talking about like humans when like this part the first time playing I'm like, oh, this is Finding Nemo and a half. But you know, like actually playing through it with the current, it's so cool. If you get like all the fish here, I don't think it does anything. I think it just makes a cool effect, but I could be wrong. I think there's also killer whales and eels, so I thought it was really cool. Don't know if you get an achievement for going through all these fish or not. I don't think so, because I went through a fair bit on my first playthrough, and I didn't get a playthrough of any sort. The soundtrack to this game, man, it's friggin' insane. I don't know off by heart who actually orchestrated it or like composed it. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but it's friggin' amazing, man. Like, even just to take the time out of your day to just like listen to the soundtrack is awesome. Or at least I find it. I really like orchestrated music. I think it's pretty boss. I think the graphics, though they are not square, I don't know the proper term for it. I think they're friggin' amazing. And I think this game only runs at like 30 frames a second. Oh, more jellyfish, look at that. Like, even though this game only runs at like, actually, do I have to go down here? Oh, I do, eh? Alright. Yeah, even though this game only runs at like 30 frames a second, it doesn't really seem like it, to be honest. Oh, this is a sick part. Oh no, this isn't the part. I just overhyped something over nothing. If that's the proper term. I love this part of the game. It's so nice. This game isn't challenging by any means either, so like, it's pretty nice. I swear. White power. Oh, Will, I swear to God. Jesus Christ. Let's go. freaking love this game, man. It's actually, I think it's one of my favorite games, like, ever. Oh. Yeah, okay. There we go, there we go. By the way, I'm eating M&M's. Not sponsored. Man, M&M's, if you do want to sponsor me that, I'd love it. Actually, to talk about more things, I looked up the ratings on this game before I actually bought it, and IGN rated it like 9 out of 10, another 9 out of 10 by Metacritic, and then another game review company or whatever rated it like only 70%, which I don't like at all. Like, this game is actually so magnificent. It's majestic, if you want to call that. That's a sea turtle and a half. Damn it. Oh yeah, here's the part, like, the coolest part. One of the coolest parts in the game. One of my favorite parts to this game is coming up relatively soon if I want to continue this series, but I think after this cool part with the killer whales, I think that's where we'll end off the episode. I don't really know where we're going, I can't remember. Fucking, I really love killer whales. They're really cool, despite how freaking creepy they are, in my opinion. I think that, yeah, here we go, here we go. Whee! Love it, man, love it. And then we go to, yeah, I think this is where the level kind of, oh wow. I never really took time to really appreciate, like, all that coral and all that shit. I don't really, I'm not a fish expert. Actually, one of my primary school friends was like a massive fish expert. Sadly, I don't know him anymore. He was a really cool friend. I really like the mystery behind this game though. Like, it builds atmosphere, man. And this part actually reminds me of, now that I think about it, Super Mario Galaxy in the first game, where you collect all the power stars. That's what it reminds me of. Or like, I don't know why, but it really gives off an Egyptian feel, especially like the paintings on the wall that you guys saw maybe a bit ago. I think, is it squid here? Or, I can't remember which animal really represents this part, I can't remember. But I remember finishing this game going, oh, is that all? Like, oh yeah, it is killer whales, yeah. That's cool. I swear to God, if White Power fucking plays Counter-Strike one more time, I'm gonna neck him at school. I don't really get this part, because obviously they're in water now, but then, like, I don't know, I just never really understood this part, how the water rises? Unless, nah, I don't really know. I don't really want to go into it. And then this is where the door opens and then it goes to like the next part. But I really want to show you guys the my favorite part in the entire game, which will come up very soon. But I will I would just like to thank you guys for watching the video this far. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. I've been PackRaptor, and I'll see you on the flip side. Have a nice day, everybody. Peace.